You ever go out in public and you see a black man with a big fat white woman? Have you ever seen it? Should be about big like this. A black man with a big fat white woman. And there's some black men, you can't keep them away from white women. I don't know what it is. You couldn't pay me to be with a white woman. I'm not racist. I have nothing against white people. Nothing like that. No animosity. I don't think I'm oppressed by the white man. Nothing like that. Boy, I just couldn't deal with no big fat white woman. I couldn't deal with no white woman, period. I couldn't deal with the white. They don't have lips, no behind, no thickness to them, no shapeliness to them. And I mean, I guess if that's your thing, go for it, coon. But it's just, there's something wrong with it, okay? And in the modern day context, I just moved back from Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska, black people no longer have it. The half-breeds have taken over Omaha, Nebraska. The half-breeds are taking over America and it's driven primarily by black men who want to get into interracial relationships. That takes us to your replacement that you're looking at on the screen. Gone are the days of Michael Jordan. Gone are the days of dark-skinned basketball players. Gone are the days of dark skin. Why? Well, gone are the days of dark skin because black people are actively being replaced by half-breeds. Notice they're putting half-breeds in a lot of movie roles now. You got a lot of half-breed representation. Look at Kamala Harris, who's the Democratic nominee. All right, racially ambiguous, but calls herself black. They want to push interracial relationships to breed out the black race. They also want to breed out the white race. That's why when white people talk about white genocide is actually real. It's a real thing. But what they fail to mention, there's also a black genocide. And in this black genocide, we have half-breeds like Steph Curry, which is your replacement. People like Doja Cat, your replacement. People like Mulatto, your replacement. People like, who I did a video about earlier today, Ice Spice, your replacement. And these half-breed replacements are bought and paid for by the media to push weird and ugly agendas. Look at Steph Curry. He's a maniacal half-breed, he is. This is a maniacal half-breed. Recently, Steph Curry just came out and endorsed his fellow half-breed sister, Kamala Harris, for president. And he did this primarily for this reason. Let's look at, oh no, these are the stock photos of the big fat white women. That's not what we need. He says, I'm voting for Kamala Harris based on her women's rights policies. All right, now what does that mean, women's rights? Now, at face value, you'd say, hey, I'm for women having rights. I think everybody should have rights. If you're not doing anything to hurt anybody else, everybody should have rights. But what are women's rights? He's talking about primarily a woman's right to murder, okay? Who has the highest abortion rates? Black women. Black women, by ratio, per capita. Black women are the leaders in abortion. We've had millions of black babies killed since Roe v. Wade. Thank God the Supreme Court made that beautiful decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. That decision was led by Clarence Thomas, who's, a brilliant man. But nonetheless, Steph Curry is voting for her primarily based on her stance on women's rights. And it makes sense that Steph Curry is doing that. Why? Well, because if you have the black women killing their black babies and the coons, which is men like Steph Curry's father getting with the big fat white women, they're creating Steph Currys who will then come out. They're creating Steph Currys. They're creating Kamala Harris's. They'll get the Kamala Harris to run for president, pass abortion rights. They'll get the Steph Curry to entertain you. They'll get the Doja Cat to push the feminism. They'll get the Ice Spice to push the feminism. And before you know it, the whole black community has bred itself out of existence. And we're on a path of feminism and abortion and destroying each other, a big path of destruction because we've allowed the half-breeds to take over. It's a big problem, folks. It's a big problem. I'm not against the average half-breed. Okay, understand that. I'm not against, someone of a lighter skin complexion. However, we have to keep in mind we're black. Right? What makes us black is our blackness. What makes us black is how black we are. Once we start genetically modifying that and mixing it and tainting it and miscegenating it, We go down a very dark path. Actually, we go down a very light path. But you get the point. So, don't listen to Steph Curry. He's sold out the entire black race. And be very mindful of any of these half-breed celebrities coming out here and giving any type of political or social commentary, because it's usually with an agenda behind it. And that agenda usually means the death of black people. But let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay woke.